What's going on, everybody? David Mitchell here, and welcome back to Fan the Train, episode 36. Oh boy, I got a couple of stuff to talk about today. And I'm probably going to try to invite some of the guys, like I normally do. And to bring it up real quick, yes, Dimitri is not live streaming tonight, so that RIP. So, yeah. I can tell the guys on Facebook around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm right. But let's see who is right now on. Oh, let me see. Because it's crazy on what be going on. Today we're going to be reviewing that one from 2015. So I'll put that right up there. So yeah, that'll be for a bit. I look like you busy, but I'll be honest. I'm just going to bring it up for y'all who don't know. CX affiliate is running the railroad system that we're check with Pan Am system now. So it's official. They are now the operator of the rail line up there. So they officially run the whole East Coast from Maine all the way down to Florida. And that's something, if y'all know what I mean. So it's up and getting crazy. But let me bring it up real quick. Oh, where'd it go? But it's just crazy when you just think about it. And you got probably hearing the fireworks in the background. Because some of my family over doing the 4th of July thing early. So, yeah, that's something. Let's see if my friend is busy. Exactly, everybody probably busy because it is the 4th of July. I'll be honest, being the 4th of July, people are busy, if you know what I mean. But I'll be honest about this. It is crazy right now. We need to think about it. Mind blowing. But yeah, 1 minute. I got to put my batteries up. Jesus. I'll probably go out there later on, you know. If they're already charting fireworks 3 days, or technically be more exact, 2 days early. That's gonna be ironic. But yeah. Oh. What it? Well, let me ask him because I am trying to get some of the guys on because I gotta be quick tonight because I do got work at 7 in the morning tomorrow. On a Monday, or not a Monday, but technically to be more exact, on a Sunday. Dang it. Well, one guy is tired. But yeah. But let's see what is going on. Up that bell. I hear. Yes. Up door. I'm live streaming.
Oh, my damn freaking phone. You having fun today?
I did. I didn't pull earlier. That reason why my hair the way it is.
Hi.
Oop, they can't see.
Hi. I'm going out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun with some of your side of family.
Well, I am a car associate at Walmart. I'm one who go out in the parking lot to grab the buggies from the parking lot. It might seem like an easy job until you realize how fast those boomers and NIMBYs come in. Oh boy. That was a mishap of a mishap. But let me be honest. It is good paying working at Walmart, but I'll be honest, it does get annoying with the boomers and NIMBYs. And the turbo boomers. That what they're now calling the millennials. But yeah. But yeah. Let's see what you said. Yeah, that's true, man. That is true. But I'll be honest. I'm only 23 and I'm already seeing how a-hole like the boomers can be. Plus, they're dirties. My God, the garbage they leave in those buggies. Ugh. And that comes from someone who's been working for over 2 years at Walmart, who's seen it all, like even moms who leave their baby diapers in the buggy. So, I'll be honest. The boomers, they're complete brats. And don't get me started on, I understand the millennial, but they are acting more like boomers every day. My God. Some of the boomers are just, or not boomer, but turbo boomers, aka the millennials, are just bad. Ew, diapers. I thought those. They are not fake. Trust me. Ew, diapers. I thought those. They're not fake, man. Trust me. I can bring you on. Let me call you real quick. Because I got them lots up to tell y'all from experience before I start getting down to the train stuff for the day. Or technically, I did get to some train stuff today, but I'm going to get this stuff down if he wants to join. Alright, never mind then. But it is true, man. Trust me. I've been working for Walmart for over 2 years, and that's up and not fake. Trust me. I've been doing this job for over 2 years, and I know how bad it gets. Ew. Diapers. It not. But yeah, and I'll give you a shout out, man. So yeah. But I'll do that toward the end of the live stream. But I'll be honest. We got to start making sure our millennials. Look, my wife is millennial, but I'm a Zoomer. So yeah. I am technically part of the Zoomer, and my wife is millennial. The millennial generation started from the late 80s and ends around the 1996, and that when in 1997 onward, or technically, Val was born in a lot part of the millennials. So Vel a millennial. I'm a Zoomer. So yeah. And then you got the Gen Z coming up soon. So that coming up afterwards. So yeah. So it's up about to get very, very weird. If y'all know what I mean. So yeah. But in my point, like the boomers are infecting some of the Zoomers. Like, I'll be honest. Why can't the boomers not trying to hate my grandma is a boomer because she was born in 1949. But why can't the Zoomers, or not Zoomer, but the boomers who are running everything, why can't those guys kick the bucket already? Because they're destroying our generation. Piero, shout out to Piero, by the way. I decided to do it because, let's be honest, I am not a good reader. I'll be honest, I do suck at reading, but it's something that I do think about. And the fireworks are going on, but yeah, but it's crazy. Hold on. What did my friend that I went to high school with on here who was a fellow YouTuber? If he because you can't talk about train without talking about the boomers and NIMBYs. If you all know what I mean. Well, I keep busy too. But I'll be honest, Jane is he busy too. But when you start thinking about it, you start realizing, Jane, oh hell, you know? Because it'll crazy Jane when you start realizing and thinking about it. But yeah. But I'll be honest. Jane who on right now, but I'll be honest. The boomers, they didn't need to go already, you know? Like, they didn't need to go already because they're really screwing everything up for us, if y'all know what I mean. But yeah. Oh, I get Ben's on. By the way, I am going to bring it up. I did miss the F unit on Thursday. They came through around 1 to 2 a.m. in the morning. So that was pretty crappy right there. There were no way we're probably going to catch them anyway. But it kind of sucks that they decided to have them come through during the nighttime. All same, but we that afternoon with fan of train, or not fan of train, but the North American rail fanning. fan episode I put out yesterday. Only I caught a train with double TPU, and I caught my first Otterak in a while. Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna lie. That was a while. Like, about 4 months now, to be more exact. But I was extremely pissed. If you all know what I mean. Elizabeth, see if she's busy. But yeah, but let me get more exhausted. But the boomers, they didn't need to get the F out of the way and let the younger generation take over, because they are screwing our generation up. That I'll be on about. Our generation had to deal with their ignorance, their greediness. Like, I'm surprised that my grandma did not become them. I'm glad for, like, I'm lucky my grandma not wanted them, but Jesus Christ. The generation in itself is just total shit. I'll be honest. Like, and I brought it up with Demo on his live stream about 2 weeks ago on the American Low Club live stream. Green. And I told him too, we need to crack down on Wall Street and investors. Which is true. We need to crack down on them, because most of them are boomers and NIMBYs. Because CXX, most of the class ones are bending their knees to the, let's say, Wall Street and the investors. Like, let me bring up the meme again, if y'all don't know what I mean. I'm looking for it right now, but it's a very true meme when you did think about it. Because of how much it is. But yeah. Val we enjoyed herself, I'll be honest. But yeah, you can hear those fireworks go off. But yeah, let's get down to the good shit. Here it is. What Wall Street think they are doing, what Wall Street actually doing.
Sorry, guys.
Like, look at this.
Excuse me.
Which is so true. That is so true when you did think about it. That what Wall Street is actually doing. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry, guys. By the way, someone did the fireworks tonight.
Alright. Are you scared of fireworks, Val?
I don't feel going out. We said to get something, but nope. Oh, the Fast Five. Sorry, David. I'm changing my earbuds.
But yeah, let's see.
I don't feel going out, but my face was itchy. Sorry, it's not the voice of autism.
But it's crazy when you think about it, because the boomers, they really screwed it up.
Wait, I think my poor friend asked me something.
But yeah, but did I'll be on about Jane is that the people on Wall Street are just about boomers. They really don't care, if y'all know what I mean. But yeah. Like, they really don't care. All they care about is what they think about. Making money. And most of the investor are boomers and turbo boomers. And the turbo boomers are the millennials who were born early in the era. Meaning early boomers, if you know what I mean. But that's what we're calling the millennial who were born early. But most of them are, influenced by boomers. But yeah, but Dimitri is a boomer, or not a boomer, but a millennial. Sorry, Demetrius. I'm sorry that I butchered. I mean millennial. But he a millennial, which is one of the good ones. Like, I know a lot of millennials, but I'll be honest. The boomers have really screwed up our country. They don't care about our generation or the future. All they care about is burning everything and making money and having fun while they can and ruining it for everybody else. Like, yeah. And also another sad thing, Technoblaze died. Part of the gaming community. Very sad. Let me call Nick the Rail fan. Gee, if alright, look like he's busy. But that I'll be on it about. But I'll be honest. It's something that I'll be on it need to change. The boomers are really screwing up our country. Like, this is what I'll be on it about. They are screwing up. And sorry for laying down back there. Body had been so sore. Even though I got into pool earlier. But our rail system is pretty much screwed up right now, And we could have done better. Oh, Elizabeth going on vacation tomorrow with her boyfriend. Oof. I hope they have a good time. Let me call Ben to talk, see if he's busy. There we go. There we go. That better. Alright, we've got Ben busy. Elizabeth got home and going to sleep. But yeah, at the beginning of 4th of July break, But yeah. There is one that I might be able to talk to for a bit that I have not talked to in a long time. That what is part of the YouTube series. He part of the American World Cup Facebook, and his wife is also Filipino. But yeah. Omaha, it getting streetcars. That amazing. But yeah, let's see if John is busy because. But yeah. Hey John, you doing good, man? Oop. There we go. You doing good? I think he didn't. Hey. Hey, you there?
Hello?
Hey, John, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what do you think about the victory in Texas with Texas Central, with them now being able to do eminent domain? What do you think about that?
Well, it's give them a chance to build the high-speed rail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess what? You know, they kicked me out of the American Rail Club.
Again?
Yeah, second time.
I'm probably going to have to talk to Dimitri about that, meaning there's probably another bad blood person in there.
Well, the first time they kicked me out was like a few years back. And there was a big heated discussion on the, comments, on a post. And she threw everybody in on that whole thing, and she suspended them. And so what happened was I wasn't even making any, heated comment or anything. I was just made maybe one comment. She just took everybody, rounded them up, I guess, and suspended all of them. So I got so pissed, I just quit.
Well,
and then I was belonging to this other rail group, the streetcar group.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his name from Belgium? The other moderator. He doesn't do much anymore. I forget his name. I can't pronounce his name anyway. I told him through comments on that particular group that, that she kicked me out, and so he went and got me reinstated.
Oh, I know him. He also on
Belgium.
Yeah. He is called his Discord name is that one Belgian guy.
I can't pronounce his name because it's Belgium. It's like French, Anyway, this guy's picking on me. If you've been reading the comments, and he's been doing it since he only joined about a month or two ago.
What his name?
The guy's name?
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot. It's on Facebook, and he's been attacking me left and right, and insulting me and everything, and being disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, so he's attacking me, and I don't go for anybody attacking me. I'll fight back. So
I know.
I fought back, and she kicked me out.
Mm-hmm. What?
But the thing is, I was reading the kind of the description of the American Rail Group, and Demetrius puts on there about criticizing people that are putting things about Russia on there. I was the only one putting anything on Russia about there, and I guess he's criticizing me. And he is also criticizing the guy from where's he from? Wisconsin, the one that puts steam engines on there all the time. He doesn't do it anymore. But I couldn't believe he's criticizing us for putting stuff on there that interests us.
Oh, you're talking about Demetrius.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he's criticizing me and the other guy about the steam engines.
The only reason he been doing that was because of the car lovers. They've been doing a lot of crap.
Yeah, well, I'm out of there anymore, so they got me kind of blocked. I'm kind of blocked. So I can't do anything on the American Rail Club anymore. I've been blocked.
Well, I'm going to have a little talk with Dimitri and the guys and let them know what happened. Because I do...
All I can tell you is that if you were reading the comments, this guy that's been attacking me, I think his first name is Bob.
Daddy.
Because I'll be honest, I think what happened to you got unfairly banned.
Really?
Unfair what?
Unfairly banned.
Hello.
Val said hi.
Is that from Greenville?
About what? I didn't understand what you're
My
saying.
wife Val said hi.
Hi, I'm sorry
Hi.
I ate your face.
Unfair what?
Oh, she was talking about herself. My bad.
Sorry.
But
Okay.
I think what happened to you got unfairly banned because of some new guy.
Yeah, he's only been there a month, and he started attacking me the minute he joined. The other guy that was attacking me a lot, he doesn't make any comments anymore because I kind of put him down big time. But I don't tolerate anybody attacking me because to me, if they're going to go along with this is to me is going along with the corruption of the people that are sabotaging high-speed rail. But as far as Texas, I'd say that they have the opportunity to build their rail line, but I don't see where they're they don't talk much about the investment anymore. Private investment. They were talking to how they were getting all these.
Well, there's some good news is that their boats are breaking ground sometime next year in 2023.
Yeah, well, I'm not holding my breath on that. That was supposed to be Brightline in California, and they haven't done anything either.
I think Brightline and boats are breaking ground next year too, because once they get done with the extension to Orlando, they're going to kick it into high gear, working on the extent or starting to work on the tracks in California.
Well, I was calling Siemens about something, okay? And this guy that I was talking to, I forget what I originally called him about, but he just happened to mention that they're working on the Canton area for the LA to Las Vegas line. The Siemens is doing the design and the engineering on it. So they're working on. I knew they were working on that, but I talked to him about a year ago or more. Siemens is involved in it, so I think that the Germans are getting involved in it. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you can accomplish, but this woman that's that moderator, she is just vicious.
Oh, well, don't worry, because I'm friends with Dimitri or Demo. He'll probably revoke her right and probably ban her from the group.
Well, it depends. I just told her to review what this guy's been saying about me,
and then she kicked you.
He's using all kinds of profanity and stuff and attacking me and insults and demeaning language, and I never attacked him like that.
Well, I'll let
I don't know if she kicked him out or just me. I don't know, because I can't access the website anymore for American Rail Club.
Do you know her name?
Who?
The one who kicked you out.
Yeah, she's on there. She's the one that put the thing at the top about the Chinese. She's the one.
Send me her name, and I'm going to report her to Dimitri. Type it in chat, or I can send it to Dimitri.
Well, I don't need to send it to you. It's right on the top of the American Rail Club when you first get onto the Exodus. She's the one that wrote the thing with the American and the Chinese flag right at the top.
Oh,
You read
her?
that part? Yeah, her.
All right, well, I'm going to report her to Dimitri and that one Belgian guy with his name on
the
this.
Belgian guy,
Nimbies.
he hasn't been around at all. I don't see him doing anything.
Oh, that because he's been busy with his college stuff in his home country.
But this is the second time she's kicked me out. But I think this time it's permanent.
Well, this time I'm going to report her to Demetrius, and Demetrius is going to have a little R&R with her. So I'll talk.
Demetrius is criticizing me. I just happened to be looking on some parts that he posted on the, when he talks about what the ideas are for the American Rail Club, and he put on there, we don't want to talk about Russia or anything like that.
Oh,
we don't want
because
to talk about steam trains. You can read it if you go and click on the right.
Oh, I know what he's talking about, because he don't want any more internal fighting and stuff in there, because a lot of people been fighting lately.
There's people on there that I know that in the past we had these big fights when they even mentioned China on there.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did kick some of those people out too,
I don't think that they should be attacking people because they post stuff about China. Because China is the number one nation in the world that's getting close to 70,000 kilometers of high-speed rail. 70,000. And they built about 3,600 miles of high-speed rail in less than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And why should, it's a matter of,
how you
prioritize.
prioritize.
The United States look bad, and I posted it on there on this website that United States doesn't have any high-speed rail. Okay, so
the only high-speed rail.
Why is there no criticizing? I see very little criticism on the American Rail Club about why the United States doesn't have any high-speed rail, and I see nobody attacking the government about it. Not a single person.
Oh, I actually brought that up at Demetrius live stream on how we need to crack down on Wall Street and all that. Like, I straight up told him that we need to crack down on Wall Street and the investors, because they're the root of all the problems.
No, I think it's big oil.
That too.
They don't want to have. They want people. They don't want to. I rode the TGV over in France with my family when we went from Paris to Dijon, which is way up towards. It's up heading up in the Alps towards Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
And we were paralleling a big highway there for a while, and we were doing about 187 miles an hour, and there's hardly a single automobile on the highway. Hardly a single one. And I think that the big oil, they realize that if there's high-speed rail in this country, that the people won't be driving, right?
Yep.
Oh, another thing that's getting me really upset right now is that our local officials are raising our utility bills to extreme high prices, taking that money, putting it in the general budget, the general fund, general budget account, and subsidizing the airlines.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at that.
And right now, it's cheaper to fly than it is to ride the Greyhound or the Amtrak. It's cheaper.
You know that right there, paint given competition, and that right there is illegal.
Well, the government officials are doing it. They decided to subsidize the airlines. They're not subsidizing Amtrak or the buses.
But they need. I would say, if I was the president, I would crack down on this.
But these are local officials, city council people.
And the point is,
city.
The point is, we need to crack down on them.
Well, I might bring it up at the meeting because we're having a couple of big public hearings. One is coming up for the California this Caltrans, California Department of Transportation,
Well,
state rail plan. The
well,
state
it
rail
will
plan
be
is coming
live?
up in about this month. They're having public hearings for that. And this Butte County, which is near where I live, they're doing another rail plan to extend passenger service up here. But it's bogus, because what they want to do is they want to extend the train a short distance from Sacramento to Chico, which nobody's going to ride it. But at the same time, the Coast Starlight is sold out practically every day, going from LA to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
They won't add any trains on that one. Oh, by the way, I was Googling Amtrak the other day, and they totally changed their definition of what Amtrak is. It used to be that it was a private corporation,
Mm-hmm.
Now they're saying it's not a private corporation anymore. It's government. So
Yep.
somebody went in there and changed it on the Wikipedia or something.
Well, yep, and something crazy about to happen. The FRA and the federal government made it illegal to try to do one-man crews, though BNSF just got foiled in their plan to try to do one-man crews. So that plan got foiled. And also, the government is not too happy with the Class 1, though they might be nationalizing the rail system.
Well, I put it on there that, you see, the Union Pacific took over the Southern Pacific, and Southern Pacific was a huge railroad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And Union Pacific took it over. So Union Pacific owns practically all the rails from California all the way back to Mississippi River.
And
I don't know. But the thing about it is that Southern Pacific ran the railroad into the ground, and Union Pacific hasn't done anything either.
mm-hmm. And they're charging
These
the runs
rails,
up in the
I
ground.
live right the main rail line between Union Pacific rail line between LA to Seattle runs right in front of my house, okay? And I'm watching the trains all the time out on my deck, okay? I'm watching them go by with piggyback and double stack and all this. The last one that just went by about a few minutes ago had 5 locomotives on it. And 3 on the front, 2 on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
was it rocking back and forth violently?
no, it wasn't there. They're not going fast enough. When you get going up at a higher speed, like when I ride on the Amtrak, then it starts really bad. It's when I come up on the Coast Starlight from San Francisco, Sacramento, it's pretty bad. It's the whole train is rocking back and forth.
Oh,
and then they wonder why there's all these
derailment.
Yeah. So it's not only rocking back and forth, side to side, but it's bobtailing like a ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up and down, front to back. So the thing about it is that these rails have not been replaced for about half a century. And I don't see. I posted this on the American Rail Club. I don't see that. I used to own stock in Southern Pacific. Okay, that I inherited stock, and I used to get an annual report.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see the total net worth of Union Pacific is enough to pay to replace all the rails that need to be replaced in Union Pacific. I don't see it. I don't see they're going to come up with the money that it'll cost them hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe more than that, to replace all these rails that are. They used to come by here once a year and grind the rails, okay, with a big machine. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, the rail grinders.
Yeah, big machine, real big. And they used to come by here once a year, and I haven't seen them here for I don't know, more than 5 years and that, maybe almost 8 or 9, because there's nothing left to grind. They can't grind anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They've ground the head. The head of the rail is almost halfway down already.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see how they're going to survive without I think that's one of the reasons they cut back on the frequency of their freight trains too, because one day I was out here and there was a guy that was a railroad operator, and he was trying to switch trains because we're on a slight grade here.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so dumb, he was trying to pull about a mile-long train to switch it over to another track with one locomotive. And he was going to angle, and you can't do that because you don't get a straight pull, right?
Mm-hmm.
The locomotive was on one track, the train was on another, and he was trying to pull it onto the other track. You can't do that. And he was just spinning the wheels like you wouldn't believe, and it was molten steel spraying off the rails and off his wheels. The wheels were ruined and the rails were ruined.
Mm-hmm.
And I went over there and looked later what the rails looked like after he had been digging into the rails with molten steel. It was so hot, it was red, molten. And it dug a big thing right into the rails there, big indentation. So this and then you hear all the trains going by that have flat spots, in their wheels.
Oh yeah.
So I don't see that they're going to be able to afford to come out of rebuilding this railroad. I don't see where Union Pacific is going to come up with the money to replace these rails because they're half a century years old.
Mm-hmm.
When I was over in Europe, heck, they're replacing the rails all the time over there. That's why their rails they're so smooth over there. When I was in the communist East Germany, that when you were sitting in the car, you would think you're sitting in a nice, comfortable chair in your living room, no motion, and the rails are just singing. You know what singing rails sound like? Zing, 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 like that. It's a very beautiful sound when there's perfectly smooth rails,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that here, and they're not doing anything to. We have 250-year-old technology with spikes and wooden ties. That's 250 years old technology. You don't see that in other countries.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
in Europe, in some area in the U.S. they do, and some area in Canada they do, but mostly around here in the U.S. they have, or like I'm talking about in Europe, they mostly have concrete rails, or not rail, but ties with the little walk flanges that are built to walk it in.
Well, most of them were bolted when I was over there.
Mm-hmm.
They bolt them down with big bolts, but they have a different system here in California. When they do have concrete ties, it's different. It's like that clip, it's like a spring
Yeah,
clip.
that's what I'm talking about. They do that in Europe too.
Yeah.
And the point is that they are really screwing up. Because
Ooh.
California, because they're behind. Now CSX CSX did pull a big move because they did bought up Pan Am, Pan Am up in New England.
Oh, where
I
did
don't know that.
the NASCAR race?
And a Class 2 regional railroad up there from New York State, all the way up to Maine.
Oh, is that in New Hampshire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Well, CSX did bought up.
I only know everything on the West Coast. I don't know anything east of Nevada.
All
The
right.
only thing I've done is I've traveled quite a few times across the United States, going through like Denver
Mm-hmm.
and Iowa and Chicago. And then the last trip I had as I went up to Montana. I
And
went through that way, over to Grand Forks and went up to Winnipeg, Canada. That's a trip.
To Helena?
That was beautiful up going that way.
Go to
You know,
Helena,
you
Montana.
go up to, I go from Reading
Montana.
to Portland,
Yeah.
and then you
It's
get off
beautiful.
and transfer, and you go from
I
Portland
would
up
love to
to
go there too.
I want to go to Dakota.
Idaho,
South Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
The Dakotas.
Mm-hmm.
that way.
But I'll be honest. This is what I'll be honest about. Like, Montana Rolling up in Montana?
No, I don't know anybody up there.
It's a railroad.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anybody up there.
All right. Well, I probably should let you go because I am trying to get our people on before I end the live stream tonight. So I'll talk to you later, man.
Okay.
All right.
Have a pleasant evening. Bye bye.
You too. Bye, John.
Bye. Bye.
All right, that was our first guy, and I'm going to have to talk to Demetrius about this, but I'm about to invite one of my old high school friends on. If he willing to talk. A friend of mine who have it on YouTube channel, by the way. He also a friend of mine, if y'all know what I mean. All right. Look, look. Oh, he cannot call. Dang. Well, I'll tell. Maybe next time. But I'll be honest. We need to start focusing on our rail system because our rail system need more attention. Am I right, Valley Poo? Valley Poo. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like
Uh-huh.
what me and John were talking about earlier with the trains, and when I brought up about the train swaying back and forth. The reason why I brought that up because I see that stuff happening on the line right here. If you guys watch some of my rail fan video and look at some of the cars, they are violently rocking back and forth. And that is pretty concerning. And they're saying that good? No. That's something, I'm not going to lie, is very concerning when you think about it. But it's pretty concerning when you just think about it. And thinking about it in so many other ways. If y'all know what I mean. But we do need to crack down on Wall Street and the investors. Because that's something we need to do. Because if we don't, they're going to keep on screwing the country up. If you know what I mean. But yeah. It's something I'll be on it about. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, thing is that we need to crack down on Wall Street with their bull sense, you know? Because if we don't, but I'll be honest. Our country is on a downward spiral because of stuff. If we don't start cracking down on Wall Street, our country, it could F if we don't start cracking down. If y'all know what I mean. But yeah, that I'll be on it about. Because it's something that is deeply rooted in our country that we need to talk about. Oh. Hey, y'all.
Oh. The suburbs.
Hey, y'all are busy?
All weird.
You guys busy right now?
No.
You guys want to join? You guys want to join my live stream real quick and talk about the Class 1 railroads real quick?
I mean, I want to start one, so let's do it.
Well, welcome to the stream, guys.
Growing my going to start?
Well, welcome to the live stream.
How many people are watching?
Right now, about 4 to 5. It keep going down to 1 because of internet signal from some of the guys who are watching my live stream.
Is it a glitch?
Yeah, we were talking earlier about them stuff about how boomers and NIMBYs. You guys do you guys know what boomers and NIMBYs are?
No.
All right, boomers
I
are.
don't. Look up.
I know what a career boom is.
No, it's just basically a city skylines policy that makes it where you can't make any noise. It's a really bad policy for city skylines players, and don't use it.
All right, let me bring it up. Boomers are people who were born from the 50s up through the 60s and 70s.
They're pretty chill.
But they can be entitled to saying, not in my backyard, you know? And
I mean, also people from the 40s, talking about my grandpa here, very picky about his lawn needing to be mowed, even though you couldn't tell after it was mowed that it had been mowed. So,
well, that a boomer and also a NIMBY for you. A NIMBY is a term for not in my backyard, you know? That's what NIMBY means.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the policy.
yeah.
Like, let's be honest, NIMBYs are total dicks. Am I right?
Yeah,
Like,
they're a little
and they're selfish.
title.
They are selfish.
No
Like,
way. No
like-
way. Did I find it? Oh, it's the wrong street.
but
Oh, I've been trying to find this one house for how many seconds now? But how many minutes now? But I just don't want to walk up to my mom and say, "Hey, do you remember where your dead grandma used to live?" That would sound weird.
oh yeah.
But I'm making the yard in the area in Rollbud, so I assume, okay, it would be cool to just see this thing. How does it look from street view? But I don't have any letters that say where it is.
All right, guys, let me bring that up. Let me bring
I
it
know
up.
one tower that you could see from it.
You gotta remember Brightline down in Florida. You remember how the NIMBYs and the boomers tried to stop that from happening, and they completely failed.
No, I don't remember.
All right,
I believe
back.
this is like
All right, do it back in 2013 and 2014. Brightline, before it was called Brightline, was called Florida East, or not Florida East Coast, but the Florida High Speed Rail Authority. What happened was the boomers and the NIMBYs, they didn't like this, so they made a group called Not All Aboard Florida to try to stop it from happening.
Oh,
And
they're still around.
hey, well, they failed miserably because they're still trying to do stuff and they're still failing on their faces.
What are they trying to do again?
They tried to, but they failed because it had already been built. And good news is that they're about to connect up to Orlando.
it's pretty hard to construct. It's pretty hard to stop the construction of something that's already been built.
I know, and they are failing. They're
They
feral.
sacrifice themselves to the train. Like, they get hit by the train so many times that they had to purposely stop running the train because it's killing too many people. That's how you
Too
stop
many
that
people
progress.
commit suicide.
Yes, but they make it look like an accident. So they blame the drivers. Too many drivers are failed. And then they stop passing safety inspections. They stop passing safety inspections.
Well,
Build a 20-foot wall.
now here something that Australia and Japan does. They actually make the people of the person who committed Sunuku. I'm not trying to say the actual word because of YouTube, because of what they will do. But committed to Sunuku, they actually make the family pay for the damages and for the trauma of our people. Like the family have to pay for it. And ironically, it actually worked because it actually stopping people from committing Sunuku by train. Because it actually working.
You can't afford this, don't do it.
Yeah, they have a different religion in Japan.
Yeah.
Japan is entirely different religion, different belief system. Theirs is more based off of, I think it's like comparable to, I like to say, they have their own, but it's blended with another religion.
It is. It blended with Buddhism.
Huh?
It mixed with Buddhism. But here, Jane, it actually working there, and it also working in Australia with Australian and mostly Catholic and Christian. And with
because they were used as a British prison colony.
and
That sent their prisoners. Ned Kelly was almost sent there. Who was the one guy who, you know that one outlaw, or you ever heard of the one outlaw who basically made metal armor?
oh yeah, I heard about
He
that.
was almost going to be, that's where his father was sent, actually. If he was ever caught, he would either be killed or sent there.
Like literally, dude, what a crazy. And he was first one that did a freaking juggernaut. Like all he was missing was the minigun. Like literally, that was the only thing he was missing was the minigun or like the Gatling gun. Like, you know,
Also,
like have a Gatling gun fully armored up in 1800, little steampunk. Like, dude, am I right? Because that would
I
be
don't know.
it's funny. I'm being sarcastic, you know. But
Rolling on crash.
oof.
we're on always crashes.
And,
Yeah, it might be because I have about 15 locomotives spawned right now,
ouch.
and my computer
Can't handle
British Columbia.
the power.
I want to see Worldport. There it is. Is that Worldport? Oh, it's not.
But
So, this is
but here Jane, what Brightline and law enforcement are doing in Florida, they are cracking down on violator who tried to beat the train. They're also
Florida?
I don't live in Florida. I live in South Carolina.
I live in it.
But I've been keeping track of it from the American Well Club and all of that with Demetria and their YouTube, Facebook, and Discord. But you guys should join. It gets pretty good with the American Well Club with stuff you hear on over there. But
Well, there's some places in America to watch Transat.
but
There's one place called Plant City, and it sucks.
oh god,
can't.
Fulmer hell.
There's no good trains. No,
Dude, I get
Fulmer ahead of them.
Look,
Oh,
literally,
there's a Lego store next to it, so that's cool.
hey,
I just get
like literally, Plant City overrated. I never been there, but I know it overrated on what I heard.
But it's a pretty cool town. They have a good strawberry fest. I went to it.
Sound like a train going by.
I got a dead bee in my lemonade, but anyway, it was still pretty good.
Hey guys, you know what? You know what? Cool.
Yeah, they also have like really cheap strawberries, so you get like a dozen.
a dozen strawberries for $10.
No, like no, they're not that greedy.
But I'm not gonna lie. I do live right by the train track, so I can see trains from my house.
I don't.
My rail lines are abandoned.
Can I buy it?
I mean, there's some where when I went back to Wisconsin, there's an abandoned main line.
Can I buy it?
I mean, it hooks up to freight depots and everything, sure.
Heck, hey, well, some people are out doing that right now.
CN's old, Wisconsin Central's old band that was their. No, it wasn't their main line. It was one of their branches. And they had to get rid of it after the merger with CN.
Mm-hmm. And now CP and Kansas City Siren are merging. You heard about that?
They merged.
So that 2 Class 1s that are about to be fallen flags that are going to be a new Class 1 and probably by the end of the year or next year.
Or they could be. We're gonna have to
see something other than the GTW, Genesee, Wyoming, and CN trains.
Well, they already approved it. Everything is done and finalized. They already approved it. So CN in the next couple of months will be operating all of KCS's rail lines.
Yet they mean that, okay, they changed what they do with this. So, Santa Fe and Southern Pacific were originally merged, but they said you have too much of a monopoly. Now we got 2 Class 1s merging into a giant one railroad that stretches from Canada all the way to Mexico. But they think that's not too big of a monopoly, which is pretty stupid.
But the one's foreign, so...
Well, BNSF and Montana Rail Link, they're trying to stop that one because that would be a whole monopoly in Montana, which I agree with.
No one lives in Montana.
No monopoly.
But
no one lives in Montana. Who are they going to have a monopoly on?
meaning they'll be running.
What, the grass? The Yellowstone freight? I don't know.
But they do run some damn good trains up in Montana. Like, if you've seen some of the Montana trains up there, it's damn good.
They're going to take...
So easily, because you just run one line through just like...
There are actually 10 main lines.
The entire state.
Oh, Validantion. But there are 10 main lines going across Montana from North Dakota.
They're just passing through.
Passing
through. They probably stop at a grain elevator and that's it.
No, more than that. Lumber mill. They have steel mill.
The only person who lives there is house. Just to deliver a package. And then they leave.
They gotta stop at 2 grain elevators. I understand.
Oh, they're pretty big.
Well, I gotta go because I got to call some other people who are waiting in to join in. So I'll talk to you all later. All right. Bye, guys. All right. Let me call Ben now. All right. Here we go with Ben. We got Ben with calling, but I had to. Yes, I have been. But it is crazy when you think about it. Oop. I'll probably wait. Mm-hmm. Oof. But Jesus, the fireworks are going off tonight. If y'all know what I mean. But yeah. But yeah, it's just been crazy when you just think about it. Whew, get a little hot in here. How do you watch it, Valley Pooh?
The audition video in the Philippines, they do have a second season of the contest that I supposed to be part of last 2019, but
Is that America Got Talent?
no, it's Idol Philippines.
Oh,
That's where I auditioned before.
oh.
Ah,
Do they have clips of you?
no, I didn't make it to this televised,
Damn.
but I wasn't able to make it.
Right. So, I'll wait until the guys call me. But yeah, but let me get into the old one from 7 years ago, but it's still good. And it with one of the good one. 765, nickel plate 765. If y'all know what I mean. Let me. And the nickel plate heritage unit on it. But yeah. Got them good photos right here. But yeah. This one right here I find kind of cool. Like the winter stuff are always cool. Here's some sort lines up. And class ones and works up in Taurus right there. Kind of cool. That one is 46 pages long. Look at this. You got RJ Cornwood on the line now. On that line here in South Carolina and North Carolina, the Carolina Southern. But yeah, RIP, what happened to that locomotive? Hopefully, we get lucky and they rebuild it. But longer and longer as we go, the more bleaker it gets. But hopefully, a miracle will happen. But yeah. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Right there. You gotta love it's up. But it's pretty cool to look at. Look at that one on the map of this route. But yeah, that's pretty cool when you look at it. When you follow the line all the way down. Mm-hmm. At the Fort Wayne line. Mm-hmm. Kind of cool if y'all know what I mean. Oh, look at this. You got a crude oil train right here with a fake war bond in the middle. Conrail era photo right there. One train right there carrying pipe. Got a military train up here. I got one of the OG train that ran on Conrail in Norfolk Southern. Like, Fortune Curve were owned by Conrail up until the 1990s, and then Norfolk Southern took it over. It would be kind of crazy if CXX was one who pulled the power move and bought that area. Because that would have been the power move right there. But look at it. And there, one of the Heritage unit right there. So, but yeah. But they're pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But yeah, look at all this. All this right here on this page is New England. Like literally, I love New England railroads because they're cool. Here's the blank page. Here's some cool stuff in here. Some Canadian stuff. News from Canada. Yeah, but this magazine is almost a decade old, but it's still cool. Look at it. Sorry, I won't be. I got work tomorrow. Heck, and by the way, I seen the big game locomotive so many freaking time it ain't even funny anymore. I got work in the morning, so I'm fine with admitting that. And I know that you, Thomas. But look at this. Pretty cool. But it's an empty page from here on out. Except for right here. That deep photo right here on this page are pretty cool. Let's be honest. Got some cool stuff right there on the side. Got this, but yeah. And you got the background with that. Amazing with the Winthrop and the Susquehanna Railroad, which it get right now getting them SC-70s. Right now, some rebuilt SC-70 that used to run on Norfolk Southern, so they're getting some big power back. So yeah, that's something that is going to be interesting. But yeah, but let me see if Ben. All right, look like I'm unable to call Ben. He probably went back in. But yeah. But it's crazy if y'all know what I mean. Okay, let's see. Magnus called. Magnus had called me. Ooh. But yeah, I'm not inviting Magnet on because some pizza because he not into it. All right. My next stream will probably be next week anyway. Because I usually do them from literally from Thursday through Sunday sometime, But yeah. But well, let me see who else is on because I'm going to get ready to call tonight really soon anyway because I got to get ready to go to work in the morning. There, Ben. Hey, Ben.
Hey, I'm done.
Sorry about that. I was in a call with someone else.
No, it's not you. I'm just done.
With the rail fanning?
Yes.
Dude, don't give up. Like,
No, Donovan Palmer's acting like Brandon Langston. That's the reason why I want to quit.
dude, let me be honest. All they want you to do is quit. That's how they win, They're trying to bully you into quitting, And
It's funny. They can say something silly to me, but I can't say anything silly back.
well, expose them, expose them and expose their toxic behavior, That's what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going to talk to
And
you.
plus, too, I haven't been in the water at all this summer. I want to get in the swimming pool in the morning.
Oh, me and Val got in the pool.
It's not pouring down rain when I wake up.
Me and Val got in the pools today, ironically.
You did?
Yeah. Ironically, got fiberglass in my skin. If I'm trying to get it out, freaking nightmare right there. But I want to bring it up. Do you think we need to crack down on Wall Street and the investor for how they've been screwing the Class 1s,
I know nothing about that.
All right. Do you wonder why the Class 1 are so crappy right now?
Why is that?
Because of Wall Street and the investors. That's the reason why they're so crappy right now.
Yeah. What do you think of Donovan Palmer?
Dude is a jerk. I ignored him and blocked him.
He is a jerk.
You know this? I found out something a little dirty about him from a mutual friend of mine. He might be a pedo. If he is, then I'm not surprised because he definitely have to look to be one.
Yeah.
Speaking of the train out, we about to go by. All right, what way is the train? It is southbound, meaning it's heading down to Georgia. But
I was going to King Street tonight and I heard Tropical Storm Collins was coming.
oh yeah, they got a storm. Yeah, we got a tropical storm off our coast. It got named today.
Well, I turned around because I didn't want to get caught up in it. I didn't know if how far it was going to hit inland.
It came from it came out. It started forming off our coast and it going up to North Carolina. We're not going to get it. Like, it going to miss us.
Yeah.
But that was surprising that we already have one off our coast already this year. But let me be honest. The guy to expose his bad behavior. Expose him on Facebook or any social media plate warning everybody else about him, And every time he tried to call you, every time he tried to respond back, take screenshot of it and show it on Facebook. That way he'll back off, you know? And
Yeah.
if he tried to retaliate against you, you can go to court with him at cyberbullying, because exactly what he's doing is bullying you, and you're exposing him for it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. But I'll be honest. You might find it crazy, but some of the class ones are probably going to be nationalized before the decade is out.
They're gonna be what?
You remember how Conrail was nationalized? A nationalized railroad?
Yeah.
Well, what happened is that the government is getting sick and tired of the class ones. So what's going to be happening is that, and I'll be honest about this, the government is going to start cracking down on class ones really soon if they do not stop trying to cut trains, and if they do not stop trying to screw over their worker and trying to do that one engineer policy, because that was just put into a ban, you know, meaning the government did put a ban on trying to make the railroad do single man crews, you know, so that now illegal on mainline freights, you know?
Yeah.
So a mainline train will have to have 2 crewmen if it's not a remote control locomotive. Meaning if they have one, the clock one will get fined for it. Meaning it's illegal now. And the government is stepping in now, trying to crack down on the class ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's getting crazy. But we might have a new Conrail era railway system happening before this decade is out. So we might see the resurgence of Conrail. Am I right?
So we might see Conrail back.
Yep. Government might bring Conrail back at that rate. You know what I mean?
So I-32 or I-31 could have Conrail locomotives.
Hey, well, thing is, the name it will probably not be named Conrail, but it will be probably named something different, because Norfolk Southern have trademark for Conrail now. Or technically, I would know they don't actually. I didn't realize that. Meaning, if government wants to, they can bring Conrail back. So yeah, I didn't realize that. Meaning it's not trademarked by Norfolk Southern, but it's trademarked by the government. So if the government wants, they can actually bring Conrail back. Am I right?
Yeah.
Even though most of the rail system that Norfolk Southern have is Conrail tracks and all that, most of that can be taken back and given back to Conrail. Am I right?
Yeah.
And same with CXX.
Sorry.
Heck, Jane is CXX now run from Maine all the way down to Florida. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Being that we all missed the F unit, the Pan Am F units, we all missed them.
The F unit. Screw F unit.
Yeah, they came through at 1:30 and 2 o'clock in the morning.
F
Oh,
units?
yes. That train, oh my God. Man, if they didn't have a crew, that train would have probably came through during the daytime.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry that you missed your baby unit.
Heck, we don't know if CXX going to repaint them or scrap them, you know?
Yep.
If CXX going to repaint them into their CXX paint scheme, then that going to be some F unit on CXX to catch. Am I right?
True.
Meaning, we'll find out soon if CXX going to repaint them or not, then, because there's nothing wrong with them, you know?
No.
You talk to Jay Sean?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I do talk to him.
Mr. Fomer guy.
But, yeah.
Sorry.
But I gotta get ready to go to bed, man. I got work at 7 in the morning.
Hey, bud. So,
So, talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, later, man.
All right, bye.
bye, bud.
All right. But that would been for you, but what we all said is crazy and true when you did think about it. But yeah, but it getting toward bedtime for me, and I got to get ready for work tomorrow. So I hope y'all enjoyed the live stream. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys, and bye.
Bye. And let's snuggle.